Just bury me with my 4x4. I'll be happy. A journey has a way of diluting that sense of adventure. I certainly wouldn't attempt going up this, in the sense I'm fully loaded, I'm heavy, and we are all by ourselves. Well, we are in Port Lincoln National Park. Now, if you are in the Coffin Bay National Park area, or the other way around, or Port Lincoln, go and see the other as well. It's only 60 kilometers drive between the two on Blacktop, and it's worth exploring both national parks. It's sand dunes, and if that's what you love, sand dunes it is. So we did Coffin Bay National Park yesterday. If you missed that video, go check it out. It's in the playlist, and I'll leave a link in the description below. And today we are into Port Lincoln National Park, and I believe there's a couple of shipwrecks. That's what we're trying to find this time. So welcome to Overland Journals, Duncan and Ajani. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscription button and the notification bell, because our channel is all about sharing our experiences in overlanding with the rest of the community, and we try and bring out a video every single week. So off we go to Port Lincoln National Park. Little did we know we were about to set off on a wild goose chase looking for these shipwrecks, all thanks to me, because I had not done enough research beforehand, and much to the dislike of Ajani, I completely got my map reading out of whack. Once you drive in, sometimes you get multiple tracks. You get the designated track, and then you get tracks which have been created by people. So just be mindful. I mean, if you are adventurous and you are, keen to try out driving on the sand dunes, and you think you've got the confidence, then go ahead and do it. But if not, then stick to the designated tracks. It's a lot safer.
There's no, just go there.
It says Sleeford Dune system, 4-wheel drives only. Yeah, off track is. So exactly where this wreck is, I'm not sure.
I don't think there's a wreck here.
No, but it just said that back the road.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't say, like, the second set of instructions didn't say that, eh?
We're using both a printed map and HEMA maps on the tablet. And one thing I've discovered on this trip, at least, is that the HEMA maps are not detailed enough, which is a bit disappointing, whereas the printed map is far better detailed. So we are at the Sleeford Entrance. There are two entrances to Lincoln Bay National Park, and we are at the Sleeford Entrance. We are at this point where we did sand dune driving yesterday, so we don't want to do any more sand dune driving. So at this point, if we headed that way, then you get to the sand dunes, and if you can see in the distance there, those are the sand dunes, and you get to drive on those sand dunes, provided you drive on the designated tracks. But what we want to do today is drive to these shipwrecks. At least that's what we've seen on the map. And I've got a feeling, because there's the map there, and we are right here. And if we turned in from there, and if you continued, we go over the sand dunes, and that's a cool drive if you are into that. So if you drive all the way, you'll get through a lot of sand dunes, especially that section there would be some serious sand dune driving, and then back into the scrubby areas. But we did that yesterday at Coffin Bay National Park, so we want to do something different. And there is supposed to be a shipwreck here that's called Mary Ellis Wreck Beach. So I think we're going to take that little track detour and then walk it. So I think that's what we're going to do, is turn around a little bit and take a track going in that direction, and hopefully we'll get to this shipwreck. As much as I'm tempted to drive on the sand dunes yet again, I want to do something different. Yesterday we had some serious fun, so yeah, let's go do that.
You have your mobile phone, it says like you can download a Avenza PDF.
Yeah, I know. I tried to download those Avenza maps, but it didn't seem to work. I don't know. Maybe something wrong with my phone.
What do you mean? It didn't download?
It didn't download. It says it couldn't download. There is some free maps you can download. It's called Avenza. These are PDF maps, but that kind of gives you. So download the Avenza app, and then you can get the map. They're all free. For some reason I had difficulty downloading the maps yesterday. It just kept giving me an error. Maybe it's just my phone, I'm not sure. So that's something to keep in mind. Avenza Maps app, the PDF map, so not as detailed, maybe, I'm not sure. So go check that out. So let's head in that direction.
It's like any government app.
It's not government, it's actually a private one, but it's just free. It's all limestone surface, so some places can be really hard. So dropping tire pressure still helps.
better be a worthwhile shipwreck.
Clearly, it's not a track that's been driven very often because it's pretty well overgrown. So, hopefully, we get to see the shipwreck.
I just don't understand why they don't put like how long, so.
Yeah, well, I know they haven't.
Yeah, well.
No, they haven't put how long, but it can't be too long. If you look at that map, it can't be too long.
But I still would like to know.
That's part of the adventure.
See, no shipwreck.
Have faith. Have faith. We will find the shipwreck.
I'm sure it's like a mast or something just sticking out here. It's like, oh yeah, there it used to be a shipwreck, but it's sunk.
Johnny has a way of diluting that sense of adventure, So she's.
No, it's not that. It's just like when I don't know where I'm going, like things
That's
are
part
not
of
marked.
adventure.
No.
Okay, you imagine all these other, adventurers in the past who discovered.
We are not
They didn't come out.
Adventurers. We are just following on other people's
That takes
tracks.
the fun away.
That makes sense.
You should look at it as if it's life, right? In life, you don't know the destination. You don't. Well, we know the destination, but we don't know the distance. You know what I'm saying? You could live to 100. You could live to 50. You could live to 30. You don't know. Same thing here.
We're going the opposite way.
So it should be somewhere here. Shipwreck.
What are you talking about?
The shipwreck is supposed to be somewhere here.
Yeah, but you look at the arrow.
I know. I'm not saying we're going to go that far. I'm going to take a walk and take a look.
We're going in the wrong direction.
Definitely a very rough coastline. Crap. Oh, it's nothing but limestone wherever you look. Where the heck is this shipwreck? Because according to the map, the printed map, as well as HEMA maps, which HEMA is not as detailed as the printed map, but looks as if we've gone well past it. And I don't see a shipwreck. That's a pity. And I guess I'm going to turn back. And I know what exactly Johnny's going to say. He's going to say, I told you, you should not have gone down this track. It was a waste of time. And I hate it when that happens. And there she is sitting in the car looking at me with a great big smile. I jinxed it.
What?
I don't see a shipwreck for miles on end.
No, there's no shipwreck. Well, I'm reading it. Hold on.
Did you manage to get signal here?
Wait. Yeah, there's 2 bars. Yeah.
Did you put in the name?
Wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, so we've gone away. So it's a new mapping system I've been trying out. It's called Explore Oz. I believe it's far better than HEMA. And Johnny's just gone into it, so she's always the sensible one. Always. And according to that, the shipwreck is down here. And we're here. We're here. Correct?
Yes. I told you there's no shipwreck on this route. Wait, before I go, I need to know what I'm getting there when I get there. It's just a beach. It doesn't have a shipwreck.
Seriously?
Yeah. Shipwreck beach. That's it. It happened like million years ago. So
Couldn't have been a million years ago.
whatever, 1901 or something like that. I don't know, something like that. There are no shipwrecks. This is called you not doing your research right. Shipwreck dance and nightclub, is it? You wanna go?
Shipwreck dance and what?
There. Shipwreck dance and nightclub in Port Lincoln.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can't go clubbing. It's a Monday. Okay.
Who knows?
Okay. Let's put this. Okay, let's turn around. But while I'm at it, I wanted to show you something. I've got this cell phone signal booster, and I still feel that it's a bit of a waste of money because it only works if there is a little bit of signal or tiniest bit of signal. But one thing I must admit is when there is signal, it does work. And I want to show you this, right? So now when I take the phone off, if you can see clearly, it's got one tiny little bar. And then when I plunk it in here, see, 3 bars, it boosts it to, so it was 1. The problem was it was 4G, 1 bar. And then one moment I plunked it in here, it found 3G and gave me 3 bars. So it kind of does the job, but I still wouldn't, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't buy this piece of kit. But it's something to consider if you're going to be traveling closer to where cell phone towers are. And but like I said, you need a tiniest bit of signal for it to be able to boost it at least another bar up. So depending on the kind of traveling you're going to do, it's something for you to think about. Okay, let's turn around and get out of here.
Oh my God!
What?
You have to go there. You have to go there.
I've seen some emus on the beach.
We just missed them.
Plenty of wildlife. We just had some emus right across the track. By the time we stopped and came, I think we disturbed them a little bit, so they moved away from us. But this can be a common sight if you spend when you spend a bit of time here. I wanted to show you this, and this is the kind of sand dune driving you get here, and it's all over both this national park and Coffin Bay National Park. And if you are prepared and you are either in a convoy or you are in a you got the right equipment to dig yourself out if you got stuck, then you're gonna love this. We did plenty of sand dunes yesterday when we were at Coffin Bay, so we're not gonna bother here. We want to do a few other exploring, but if you take a look, that's what you get to see. And this is pretty awesome. I see somebody went halfway and stopped. Obviously he had to come all the way back. It's pretty soft, so you got to give it a lot of juice to get up there. I'm going to see if I can try and walk it, but that's pretty steep. Oof. That's pretty loose sand, pretty loose. I'm struggling to go up. Imagine a fully loaded vehicle. Babe! Come over, you get a beautiful view. I certainly wouldn't attempt going up this, in the sense I'm fully loaded, I'm heavy, and we are all by ourselves, so I think it's a bit irresponsible to try it, but I'm gonna walk it. Holy moly. Yo! You wanna come up? It is a beautiful sight from up here, and if the camera does any justice, that's how steep it is. Now to get back down. So, nah, it's not gonna work. Oh, wish I had one of those. Something flat to sit on and ride my way down. Not gonna work. What goes up has to come down. It's very, very soft. I imagine a vehicle trying to go up here. The right amount of power, I'm sure you can. But just to be aware, it's not part of the designated tracks. So if you do attempt going up there, you're kind of not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Most of the pictures where Ajani takes of me, I've always got this camera held, you know, the camera. I've got it up here. She was just saying, what were you saying?
Your tombstone, the statue, it's gonna be like that.
She's already got my tombstone planned out. So she says, my tombstone one day is gonna be like that, with the camera in this hand.
That's of course if I live beyond you.
But you already got it planned out, so
No.
if you went before me, is it like you're gonna leave it in your will or tell someone?
I don't know, I guess so.
Yeah, you made an
Who's
assumption.
gonna bother?
Just bury me with my 4x4. I'll be happy. Like the pharaohs did, you know, they buried everything they owned. I just want one thing. In Port Lincoln National Park, as well as outside of it, there's many tracks you can take. There is Whalers Way, there is quite a lot of other tracks, a lot of not very 4x4 challenging. If you want that, go do the sand dunes. You can access these other tracks even in a two-wheel drive vehicle, and plenty of lookout points. Now, the coastline here is pretty rough. As you can see, there's hardly a beach as such. It's all rocky cliffs, and there has been over the years a number of shipwrecks. The ships don't exist anymore. I mean, those wrecks are not around anymore. The sea has obviously swallowed them up. But if you and this is something I enjoy doing, is casting my mind back to the time when these wrecks happened, and to try and get a sense of what those people must have gone through. It was a harrowing experience, and yet, you know, sometimes people survived, sometimes they didn't. and these shores hold a lot of that history. And I keep saying this, if only they could talk, there'll be so much of stories to hear. And you can also get a sense of how the sea erosion has taken place. Now, if you look over there, it's the entire rock, the cliff actually is, and I don't think it's even stable because it's been washed underneath. The erosion has taken place, and there's hardly any rock underneath as far as my eye can see. And I would reckon come back here in another, I don't know, 20, 30 years time, this section of cliff would probably not be here. So that's pretty remarkable. And there's so much of this coastline to take in. And if you enjoy that sort of thing, then certainly lots to do here. We have come to the end of our Port Lincoln National Park touring day. We had a really awesome time. There was so much to explore. You can't do everything in one day. Plenty of sand dunes, which was super awesome. We are in a single vehicle, so we kind of were a bit cautious as to which dunes we drove over. If we were in a convoy, which we are planning to do in the near future, then we would certainly be doing the longer routes on sand dunes. So if you're coming to this area, sand dune driving is your thing, then both Coffin Bay National Park and Port Lincoln National Park will not disappoint. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't hit that subscription button, please do hit that. We bring out a video every single week, overlanding related. Leave a question, leave a comment. And thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.